So I've had this dream. I think the first time I had it was I don't know, when I was 9 years old, 10 years old. And I have it maybe once a year, sometimes once every 2 years. So it's about that. But first, it's a quote. Quote, "There will come a time when we seek refuge in the mountains to escape the burning fires in the plains. There, we will plan our return to that charred land." End quote. I have a dream. My grandmother is holding my hand, guiding me up the foothills of our small town in Mexico to the top of a small peak overlooking the brick houses, the field corns, the crops. In real life, I have done this trek many times. My feet have gotten to know the crevices, the potholes, the rocks. The sound of dry corn stalk crushing underneath my huaraches is how I learned rhythm. In my dream, I am unsettled. Somehow I know I will not smile when I reach the summit. In my dream, my grandmother holds me with a tight grip. Her hands have never felt this jarring, even when she has slapped sense into me. She keeps telling me to hurry, to walk faster, to keep up, to not look back. In my other hand, I'm holding a bag of marbles, the colorful, clear, solid circles that remind me that I am just a kid, even when I am tasked with plowing the land, working alongside my uncles. In my dream, I know I am breathing loudly, but I cannot hear it. I know my legs are moving fast, but I cannot feel them. The sweat in my brow is not from soccer games underneath the hot afternoon sun on a Mexican July. It is the sweat that you get when you are afraid. In my dream, my grandmother looks scared. In real life, I have never seen my grandmother scared. In my dream, her voice does not break, but it is not confident either. In this dream, I learned what it means to try to stay strong when everything around you will crumble. In real life, my town is a working town. We've survived the conquest. My grandfather, amongst others, has made sure we had access to land. We work the land here, and like our ancestors, I've always proclaimed the landowner is that who works the land. In real life, my town is full of mango trees, coconuts, wildflowers and cornfields, fish, iguanas, butterflies, pomegranates, cucumbers, giving hands, where a small party means the whole town is actually invited. Like they say, we celebrate life despite poverty. In real life, my town is full of laughter and marble games beneath almond trees, mischievous children and old folk trying to talk sense into us, young studs with unbuttoned shirts exposing their chest, blue Levi jeans, shined mahogany-colored boots that probably took months of labor to buy, ready to impress a young lady at a town's plaza, with talks of going up north with los cabachos, with talks about how many bulls he has ridden, with talks about how many horses he has tamed, cornfields he has worked in. They will both giggle. They will linger into the shadows of the night and make love. The next day, my town will know about it. They will marry a few months later, and more likely than not, they will be happy. In real life, my town is learning how to flirt with life and how to love each other. In my dream, we reach the top. The cornstalk underneath my feet sounds like dirt landing on a coffin. In my dream, I see fire in my grandmother's eyes. She is pointing, tears running down her face. In my dream, I turn around and see what I was afraid to look at. My town is on fire. Piles of bodies, and I know them all. In real life, in many Mexican towns, in many mountain towns across Mexico, brown bodies disappear like shooting stars, like the moon at daybreak. Over 27,000 people have disappeared in my country since 2007, and we wish we could dig through rubble and bent steel to find our bodies. In real life, we can blame drug cartels. We can blame our own and foreign governments. In real life, a person will disappear in northern Mexico. A limb will be recovered in southern Mexico. My country has become a burial site. In real life, many of our countries have become burial sites. For us, the result of a presidential election is not a sign of things falling apart, but just a reminder of the things that we have fought against and will still fight against. In my dream, missing of words, I turn towards my grandmother. She nods a sign of approval, like the sending off of a warrior before battle. I notice a pouch of seeds in her hand. She lays them before me. I always wake up at this part. In real life, I am a poet. This is the part where I get loud, where if I open my mouth wide enough, I will offer you some sort of guidance, but I have nothing. No prolific things to say, nothing at all. I do not know what change looks like right now, but if we are seeds, and water is sacred, where is the land where we will flourish? Where and how shall we be planted? And where is the mountain where we will seek refuge to? Thank you.